power of PowerEgg X, no pun intended.
Awesome. So here we are. Today we're out filming with the PowerEgg X, and what I'm going to do just before we head out on the water is I'm going to run you through what comes with your standard PowerEgg X package. And I mean, straight off the bat, some of the cool things are you get a spare pair of props. This is the waterproof case, which you'll see in the video a little later on, but that's what that looks like, how that comes. And you're going to hear a little bit of how this works when you're out on the boats, but that right there makes some of the footage you're about to see captured so much more doable. And these are the floats that come for your drone to be able to land on the water, for being able to take off on the water, and you'll see why that's very important a little later in the video as well. Now let's go on to what comes in our bag. I mean, it comes with this awesome little pack or bag as well, and I mean, this will fit in your backpack, no worries at all. Open them up and take a look at that. So there's our drone here. It comes with a spare battery. One of the accessories, so we're just taking out the back off the drone, and you'll see where these come in handy shortly as well. But this here is one of the features that just come with the drone, and this makes it a portable camcorder, and you've got up to 3 hours of runtime with this bad boy. So and 4K at that. So let's chuck them on, and this is a right hand gimbal, so that just slides on like so. Then we put our case back on the back, and then if we take our camera protector off, we've now got a portable camcorder, and you can see that the gimbal is able to work, and you'll see just how stable the gimbal on this drone is. It's amazing. So yeah, another little feature that comes with this drone. You don't have to purchase it separate, so very cool. Right, just so you can see here, these two little slots, just as we put the accessory for our camcorder on there, that's how our legs will attach to the drone as well, which we'll show you out on the water shortly. So we'll just put this back on, our protective case as well, just like that. And then in here we've got our cords. Now these attach from your remote to whatever smartphone you're using. Great thing about this drone, you can fly it with or without your smartphone as well. So if you're out there and you just want to use it for filming, you can insert a micro SD card into the drone and capture your footage that way, or you can utilize the added features that come with the app, like the follow me and all of those sorts of things as well. So yeah, we'll put our cords back in here, pull out our remote control. So this is where your phone will attach. These are the antenna. We'll pull him out like so. We've got it on normal mode today. There are other modes, but you know, for the sake of today's introduction video, that's the best way to start your flights with it. Is our power. This is your stop button, which you'll hear how that comes in handy a little bit later on in the video as well. But beautiful remote control for your photos, your video recording, not using the application. Simple as. There's your gimbal for the camera as well. Simple, just like any other drone, your left and right joysticks, and you're good to go. So hey, that's a very brief introduction to the PowerEgg. We're going to get this bad boy out on the water, and we're going to go do some filming with it. See you soon.
is normal. The navigation system, it says abnormal. That's because there's stuff in front of it. So it's just preparing for takeoff. Aircraft is ready. Let's there we go. Okay, let's do 4K 60 or 30. 30 is enough. And these 4. Sweet. So we'll just do a follow me and have the drone follow us. And I'll just press record video.
Yep. Just start there.
Yep.
Excellent.
So it's recording the audio as well.
Yep.
So you can turn this off. So it tells you if you're recording the video audio or not here.
Yep.
So you can turn this off from the settings.
Great.
But just for the argument's sake, we'll just keep recording the audio as well. Yeah.
Excellent.
So it's recording the audio as well.
Yep.
So you can turn this off. So it tells you if you're recording the video audio or not here.
Yep.
So you can turn this off from the settings.
Great.
But just for the argument's sake, we'll just keep recording the audio as well. And so we'll do an AI track. So we'll go here, AI track, and trace. Spotlight it'll go in any direction and it'll just keep an eye on us. So let's do a spotlight. Oh, actually, sorry, let's do a trace. So because we'll be moving at a faster speed, and it already detects boat and people on the boat.
Great.
So we'll just tap on it and now it's tracking us. But I want to track the whole boat. Now I'll press on record and play. Yep, we're good to go. Just go slow first. So it's tracking us.
Wow.
So this will track us at about 45 to 50 kilometers per hour speed.
Wow.
Yeah. We can go a bit faster. So now that the drone is tracking us, we don't have to use the joysticks. That allows us to get creative with the drone. I'll take over the manual controls.
Yep.
To get some angles.
Now, even though these drones aren't specifically designed for fishing, we can fit a tension release mechanism to them so that you can still take out a couple of hooks. Lift is sort of on par with the Swell Pro Spry. They can handle up to 20 knot winds. So all in all, they're a very versatile little drone.
Awesome.
do any of the smart functions, you need to make sure the drone is at least 4 meters high in the air. Hold on, let me stop. Yep, there you go. If you look at the screen, all I'm doing is moving the drone around the boat, but it's actually just tracked onto me as a subject on the boat. See how it can differentiate between 3 different people and the boat as a vehicle itself? It's pretty cool, eh?
Mean.
Alright, then you want to just start going slowly.
So what's this shot called?
So this is called tracking mode.
Yep.
A normal tracing mode.
Right.
So it traces one singular target, but then you can use joystick commands to actually, because it's doing the flying for you.
Yeah.
Then you can use the joystick to move around the object.
Right.
As I'm doing right now.
Okay, so automatically that camera has
Yeah.
it's fixed on something, is
Yeah.
it? Right.
So it's telling me that it's lost the subject and it wants to return home because I moved the gimbal.
Gotcha.
The gimbal, it has to be fixated on the target. Let me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause she's moving a bit, eh?
I'll take a couple photos as well. So I'll just go in normal flying mode.
Here we go. Look at that. The boat hasn't even stopped, eh?
Woo!
Good stuff. So there we go, we've just done a few different shots getting to know how the gimbal works. I'm the student today, so I'm going to be learning some of the ins and outs of this bad boy. But we'll break down now what the floats are. We'll start looking at some of the waterproofing accessories that come with it as well. And then we just might get some softies in the water and see if we can hook up to a fish and show you some of that application as well.
So the great thing about PowerEgg X is I'm sure they weren't thinking of this when they were designing it, but it's meant for boaties. So if you own a boat and if you're out on the water quite often, I think this is the perfect drone to get. The reason is you can fly the drone by itself without any buoyancy equipment, but if you buy the waterproof kit, or water resistant kit is what we call it, it comes with the buoys, so it allows to land on the water. We'll put it in the water and we'll take off from water, and then it allows to land on water as well. The other great thing is this is probably the only drone that you can sort of fly in any rain. What I mean is a photography or a videography drone that you can fly in the rain, because it comes with a dome which covers the drone and protects it from any kind of rain or any kind of water splashes, etc. So again, you can put the dome, the buoyancy legs, and put it on the water without having to worry about losing your drone. Now the other great thing is, when you are not using it as a drone, you can remove the arms and you can use it as a handheld photography camera. So you've got a 4K 60 frames, a fully stabilized 3-axis gimbal right in your hands. And the great thing is it's got tracking capability. So if you want to make YouTube videos, or if you want to make TikTok videos these days, you can just track yourself as you move around, but it will keep recording you in 4K 60 frames. The gimbal looks up, looks down, and it yaws in about 270 degrees. So that is probably the only gimbal that does that. And obviously there are so many different smart modes. So if you have let's say if you like kayaking and stuff, you can actually enable the surfing mode, so it will track one singular target, and you can pretty much, if you're surfing even, it will follow you at great speeds. So yeah, that's just an overview, by the way. There's so many different settings, options and stuff you can do with this drone, so it's just next level. It's my personal favorite when flying around the water and stuff. But yeah, so that's the power of PowerEgg X, no pun intended. Can fly like this in the rain without any issues, but since we're out on the water, we'll put the buoys on as well. Super simple to do. That's it. They just slot right in. There we go. And then we put the Velcro strap on it, just making sure that the strap, the actual rubber on the strap, is not touching the motor, because that will disrupt the flying experience and might also damage the motors. So just keeping it away from the motor, because once it's all strapped in, it's not going to move. There we go, nice and tight. Sweet. And now that the drone is on, the controller is on, we can just put this drone in the water and we'll take off from the water. So you can just put it in the water like so, and as you can see, I would only suggest putting it down on the calm water, so you can just, and you can then take it off. So if you've got a small boat and you can't launch a drone from the boat, you've got buoys to hold on to. If you do want to hand launch it, just make sure it's not, you're not doing it with one person for your own safety. It's a drone at the end of the day. Or the other thing is, if you are by yourself, you can, on a smaller boat, you can just put it in the water like so and take off from the water. And once you're done flying your drone, you can bring it back close to your boat, land it in the water, and pick it back up. That's like how easy it is. That's the PowerEgg X waterproof mode. Alright, so the controller is on. I don't even need the app. I can fly the drone without the app. The cool thing is you've got the video recording button and photo button right on the controller. And if you're recording a video and press a photo button, it will take a photo while it's recording a video. So again, that's another great feature of PowerEgg X. And once you put the dome on, you've still got access to the power button. So press it once and then press and hold. Cool, the drone is on. We leave it on a flat, stable surface, well, as stable as it can be out on a boat. There we go. Allow it 30 to 40 seconds or maybe a minute for the gimbal and everything else to initialize, and then we'll take off, we'll put it in the water, take off from the water, and land in the water. Probably one of the only drones that will arm from your boat even though your boat's swaying. Obviously not on a rough day on a West Coast beach, but I can take off from here. But we'll show you how to take off from the water. So if you don't fly the drone while the motor's armed for more than 30 seconds, it will automatically disarm. There she goes. Just give it a little push so it's away from the boat when you take off. The motor is, as you can see, PowerEgg X, baby. So we are done flying PowerEgg X. We got all the footage, which you'll see in the video, and it's time to bring it close to the boat, land in the water, and then pick up. So that's another thing. It's in low battery mode, so it'll return home. But I can press and hold the stop button. It will stop whatever it's doing, and then I can take the manual control. It's a very handy feature, especially for novice users. If you panic, just press and hold the stop button and it'll just hover in its place. Obviously, depending on how much battery it's got left. There we go. I can either catch it or land in the water. We'll land in the water, okay? Look at that. Come to Papa. That's PowerEgg X, by the way. We took off from the water, got all the footage, and we landed in the water.
So this will give you a pretty good idea of how good the camera is on the PowerEgg X drones. This drone is their 4K version, and they've got an 8K version available as well.
PowerEgg X, baby.